Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. On behalf of the entire team here at Harcourts Hamilton, the warmest of welcomes to all to our auctions this afternoon, both, of course, to those of you in the room and to those of you joining us via the live stream at harcourtshamilton.co.nz. A warm welcome to you as well. My name is Campbell, one of your auctioneers, also joined by auctioneer extraordinaire Mark McGoldrick. He'll be taking the rostrum for a few of the auctions this afternoon too. Making up part of our auction team, we've got Mr. Trent Finlay, my fellow business owner here at Harcourts Hamilton. Our Chartwell Ngarawahia branch manager Louise Macklow is here. David Forster, he manages our Rotatuna branch. Floating around somewhere amongst the sea of faces, we've got Mr. John Bandy seated in centre. There we go, manager of our city office here. Folks, if the bidding stalls at any stage, probably this afternoon, John and I'd say Trent, they'll come up to you as the prospective buyer, have a chat to you in an effort to help you get across the line and secure the property that you've done all the homework on and that has brought you here bidding and buying today. Also got Mr. Tony Kiriber at the back of the room there, part of our auction team as well. Tony will be helping with some of our sign-ups and things today, for those of you who are successful in purchasing at the auctions. Folks, on the chairs around the room, copies of today's order of sale. The lovely Rachel would have given you one as you came in. Of course, we've got the Santa Parade on there, given that it's that time of the year. Hamilton Santa Parade is this Sunday, just on Anglesey Street outside here. They use the Harcourts building as their headquarters. We're always proud to support that community initiative. In that document, folks, all of the information that you'll need for today's auctions, including the conduct of sale. Important to remember that all of the properties today, they're offered to you subject to a reserve price that Mark and I hold. Important to remember too, your bids are unconditional. If Mark or I exercise the right to place a vendor bid, we'll be very clear about that. We'll call them vendor bids. They're just used in an effort to help us get you closer to market value. You can bid in confidence knowing that those vendor bids always at a level well below the reserve price. Of course, folks, the vendors, they reserve the right to withdraw the property at any time before it is sold. And if you find us leaving the room and we're negotiating with the buyers, at that point the vendors may say to us, hey, we're not going to bring it back into the room, we're just going to sell it to this higher bidder outside. So very important, that's clause 2.6 under the agreement. If you wish to participate, make sure that your interest is known to us so that you don't miss out if it does get sold outside of the room. On the Fall of the Hammer, when you hear the mighty bang there on the lectern, of course, property is sold unconditionally to you. A couple of things that we'll need from you at that point. One of them is payment of your 10% deposit, and secondly, you will sign the memorandum of contract to confirm the sale, get all the paperwork done, and we'll get those duly off to the solicitors for you. In addition to the order of sale, there's a QR code in there for each of the properties. Scan that, it'll take you through it, or you can keep up with the screens that are around the building in terms of what we're calling when. Pretty straightforward terms, folks, used throughout the country. Any questions before we get things underway? All right, sounds good so far, so good. Well, the first of our properties this afternoon is what we call a brought forward sale. What that means is that the vendors have accepted an offer on their property ahead of its originally advertised date. We'll give you a figure in a few moments' time. That's the reserve, folks. We're on the market from the get-go. Invite your competitive bidding in excess of that if you see value there, of course. Ray Mitchell and Christine Willis, Team RC from our Rotatuna office, have been marketing 27 Carnarvon Street there in Dinsdale. It is a freehold title, 757 square metres of land, more or less, lot 12, deposited plan SA 19640, and the record of title is 20B folio 595. No tenancies, it's vacant possession. The settlement date preferred by our vendors, the 23rd of January. Just a reminder as to the chattels, they're all being delivered at settlement in as-is condition. And a further term in there that you would have made yourselves familiar with, some of the warranties in the general terms have been either omitted or amended by the vendors, given that they have not been in occupation of the property, can't attest to its condition. So you buy it essentially as an as-is condition, folks. Well, on the market for the first time in 27 years, not too bad, is it? Much loved family estate here. It's a timeless brick exterior, you'll appreciate. On that elevated 757 square metre section, as we said, overlooking Carnarvon Park there. It's sun-filled position with that strong street presence. You've got the interior, which is largely original. Huge potential to renovate, maybe to add some value, to personalise it for your own needs. I'd suggest it's ideal for first home buyers, maybe for flippers, for downsizers. It is vacant. It's ready for that possession at the end of January. And no surprise to us that it has been called forward. Ray, what's the magic number? $640,000. As we said, folks, I'm in your hands. We're on the market and selling. 640 buys it unless you tell me otherwise. We've got good interest in the room. Who joins me at, say, $650,000? Where have we found value at $640,000? First the chance. I look to you. Call it out. Don't be shy. $650,000 surely. Selling it away now at $640,000. First chance. Second call at $640,000. 645. Got you there at 645. We're on the journey now on the market. At 645, what's the retort? 650, I would have thought. At 645,000. I look for a 650 first chance. Any advance on 645, happy to take it from you. 650, I like it. Good luck with yours as well. Doing the race now at 650. Straight back at 55, I would have thought. At 660, don't let me hold you back. Good bidding there. Don't be put off by it, ma'am. Fight fire with fire. At 660 here. Good band indeed. At 660, 660,000. What say you at 70? 670. Anybody can join the fun at 660. Selling to the highest bidder today. First call here at $660,000. Second chance now at 660. Can I send you a best name at 660,000? Join me for 5 maybe, 665. 660 here to be sold today. Great property, great content, good opportunity for value add. At 660 the bids. Very quiet. At 660, we all done, all silent. Third the chance here at 660,000. Hammer high. Fair chance for all. We can't take a late bid. Say you on the phone. Done and silent. Permission to sell it away here at 660. 660, folks. It goes, it goes. It's gone as sold. Congratulations. Well done. Over to you, Mark.
Campbell, nicely done. Into it. Oh well, folks, counting down the year, isn't it? And you'll see the tree with the gifts here. Harcourt's also getting in behind the Kirikiriroa Family Services Trust, donating toys to some families whose Christmas might be a little bit tougher. So if you feel the need, please drop in any toys that might be in good condition or new toys. We'd love to have them here. We're moving on to the first of our scheduled auctions to the day, 96 Farringdon Ave in Rototuna North, a Rototuna North classic, with many of the luxuries that you're going to be wanting and all the non-necessities that you can't live without. We can't live without Jana Kivell now in our sales team. She's a bit of a ripper. She's a great agent. She works from our Chartwell office and has been delightful at marketing this property on behalf of her sellers. We thank them very, very much. 96 Farringdon Ave, it's a good address, isn't it? It's a good tenure, freehold estate, in fact, on 789 square metres. The rest of those legals are exactly as they're being distributed to you by Jana. The settlement date 15th of January, so we can get the festivities over with and move you in there. There's a bit of flexibility in that, and if you move working to a different date, no problems at all. We can accommodate you there if it's been agreed prior. Lovely looking home, isn't it? I think there's a little bit extra about this home, is what I found when I inspected it too. Great design, it's an exemplary build, it's a good specification through the home, sensible configuration in the living. I love the extra big lounge along with the family room that just spills out to your covered patio area, but there's plenty of room to get the tan up out there as well, just the right size garden. It's neat and pristine. The second living situation is always desirable. Good room for the social greet, 4 beds, 2 baths, good double internal access garaging. Like I say, all those non-negotiables. You expect it when you live in an area like Rototuna North, and I know there's lots and lots of people who are always wanting to live in there, so it's your time to get the hammer banging down in Farringdon. Let's start us away in the auction. Who's here to start the bidding? 920, there's Kerry bidding away. Good start, 920,000, and away we go at the rear of the room. It's a specified strategy at 920, solid in construction. 9. Nicely, Johnny. 13's lucky for some, puts up 933. John Vandy bidding for a buyer. There's 2 in the race now at 933. What's the next move to? Two's probably a little bit early for it. If you round me to 40, Kerry, I'll play ball with you, but at 933, 940, yes, we'll work with a 7 there at 940,000. What's the next number to be? At 940, just 2 in the race at this early stage. Do I hear 50? 51. Ah, yes, quizzical. Legs 11. It says 951. Good strategy playing out. 60's a nice bid too, puts up the 9 for number 96 at 960,000 now. Who's moving in 70, rounds it to the 10 at 970,000. All those non-negotiables that you're looking for at 970. Seems everyone wants to be living in Rototuna North at 970,000, first chance. Bresdale bid, 975. Did I see a sudden movement over there? So you want to say 80 for me if you like. At 975. What's 985? Flexi says with a 10 on top. Enjoying it. 985. I'll count down the calls as you count down those days to Christmas at 985. First chance. Second call. 990. 993. I thought you were going to say 96 for 96, but you can. 998. 995. He's left the 96 for you, Johnny. At 995, first chance. 998. Ignoring the fun, that's okay. At 998, trying to buy a house, a little bit more important. At 998, first chance. Well, you couldn't pull up there, sir. You couldn't possibly live with yourself. At 998, you want to be living at 96 Farringdon. 998, bids, see it down the middle. First chance at that number. Second call. $1 million. Was that Bing Jung? $1 million. Keeping it interesting, Johnny. Puts up a little 1,500 for me. 1,001,500. $1,000,001. Make 5 on top. You'd say 6.5. Good on you, Bing. At $1,650,000. Fascinating contest at $1,650,000. And Kerry, you know we're still going. There's still time to change your mind. $1,650,000. John, first chance. $1,008,000. Staying with it. Jana, you can have a wee chat at $1,008,000. $1,008,000. $1,009,000. Oh, Johnny will gobble that one up. One on top. $1,009,000. 1011. $1 million. Was that a change of instructions for me? We are selling. There we are. I'm going to sell the house. We've breached those instructions at $1,011,000. I would say entry level to Rototuna North for a home of these. Just a single. 1 in a dozen. 14. Doubling it. 1016. And now there's 2 from this side at $1,018,000. $1,018,000. Getting the 1020. $1,025,000. $1,025,096 Farringdon Ave. With all the lifestyle that it brings, all the ease of living, keep chipping away. Great to be buying in December 2025. I know we're paid to be optimistic in the industry, but surely 26 has got the fix at $1,025,000. I'll count it down, John. 25.5. He's just put a half on too. At $1,026,000 for 96. Up and down. Hammers up. And a half. Ineffective at $1,027,000, or is it? $1,027,000. You can't value it down to these small amounts, tiny increments. 30 would be the play, I would have thought, or even a 31. At $1,030,000. 27.5. Again, the sage advice. $1,028,000. $1,028,000. We're selling. It's going to take some courage. It's going to take some audacity, is it? At $1,028,000. Psychology, strategy, all those good things. Permission from the boss at $1,028,000. I see the north to south happening. It's a good sign. At $1,028,000, who's going to win? Over to you. Commence the countdown. Once, twice, final at $1,020,000. I always thought I was in charge standing up here, but it's amazing, isn't it? $1,030,000. That's the one they were after. He's a cheeky boy at $1,030,500. $1,030,500. Good tussle. Conversations happening. We'll just commence a nice easy 3 calls. Taki Rua Toru at $1,030,000 and a letterbox. This time 96 Farringdon Ave is about to be sold. It goes 31, say 31.5. He's got his bidding strategy on loop. I wonder if you went 1.1 if you'd say 500 there. $1,031.5. First, second, third call. Have you got one last lunge, one silver bullet bid, as they say? 31,500, do you think that could be it? Let it go to the contenders. At $1,031,500, 96 Farringdon Ave. You've bid sensationally well, don't be too disappointed. We have got 12 other auctions for you, but no, the victor's here. It's going to goes, when you get Jana Kivel on the job, you know you get sold. Boom. Nicely done. Great bidding, John, well done to you. Commiserations to your underbidders, but well done, Jana, well done to the victors. Thanks, Chelsea. Okie dokie, well, 16 Tongariro Street. Here's a private little quiet oasis tucked away in Chartwell, a high standard family home with lots to offer. Lisa Sigley, well, what can I say about that girl? Well, I was thinking about that, and I'm going to say she's indefatigable. And we all know what that means. You can't stop her. She's a hard worker. She enjoys what she does very much, and she's always delighting her clients. Lydia and Curtis form part of a very, very good team. We've got lovely sellers today. They've had the home for a long time. They offer it proudly to the market at 16 Tongariro Street in Chartwell, Hamilton City. Here we are, freehold estate. 885 square metres is the size of the parcel. It's not insignificant, isn't it? It's lot 111, Nelson's number on certificate of title 12312. In that South Auckland Land Registry is where it's tucked away. Now, we'll get you in the 16th of December, which I think is highly desirable, and that list of chattels hasn't changed. It's absolutely exact to the one that you have seen. Take a look. It's a sweet abode. That's what I'm saying. Inside, outside, everything in between is perfect. Like I say, you're tucked away, you drive on in, there's plenty of room to park, covered and uncovered turn. We love that, don't we? The first thing that struck me, apart from the lovely feel to the home, was the big sunny deck that greets you there. It's a home that's got a lot of conviviality, lovely big lounge, as you can see there. The Nikau green kitchen is absolutely rocking. It's a perfect mod cons through there. 4 bedrooms in, plus the cabin outside as well. So Christmas sleepovers, getaways, parties are really on offer here. That's my favourite wee spot there on the deck. It's got a gorgeous backyard as well. It's a very well put together home. It's a lovely street, Tongariro Street, a house-proud street, as we were saying, Lisa. And there's some people who have been living there over 30 years, so it's good. People love the proximity to the shops and things. It's an absolute stunner. Okay, Tongariro Street. Excuse me a minute. Just have that little drink. The bidding, and you can start doing the talking. Where are we going here? 16 Tongariro. 650, good to see it, Jeff, in the bidding. Good luck to you at 650,000. It's a reasonable place to start. And where do we go next from there? At 650, is someone going to whoosh and say 700? At 650,000 on the 885 square metres. Bedrooms for 5 here, as we say, at 650. It's been beautifully cared for, this home. Solid brick construction, lots of aesthetic appeal. At 650, first call. I'll work with a 20. Second call. Third and final call at 650. Well, I'm going to say 670 on behalf of the owner. Vendor bid at 670. Could be an opportunity coming up for your buyer, Lydia. I'm at 670. I think you should say 700 for me. At 670,000. First chance there at the number. I'll split you the difference, sir. If you said 80 would be absolutely marvellous for me. But at 680, you're a good man, and hopefully we can get you home here at Tongariro. At $680,000 now. Someone would be saying 7 surely. No more vendor bidding against these good people. 680, and I count it once, twice, and third. I'll work with a 10 like I offered this gentleman at 680,000. Any better? No, look, Lydia, your buyers, they lead the race. Only bidders at this stage. We'll just pause and give the opportunity to buy. I will hand over to you, Campbell, I believe, and we'll give these people the opportunity.
Against the wall there, everybody ready to go for 14 Clements, do we believe? Good, all right, 14 Clements next on the order of sale. Of course, Tony's teammate Jordan Cox at the back of the room. Happy birthday to you, Jordan. Couldn't let that go unnoticed. Big 20th today. Freehold title, 764 square metres of land, lot 28, positive land S9934. Record of title is 7B, folio 1144. No tenancies, vacant possession, and the settlement date not far away. You can move in pre-Christmas, 18th of December for this one. Of course, folks, you'll appreciate it. It is located in one of the most desirable streets there in Queenwood. Very popular always. Classic 1960s brick. It's a robust, reliable home on that lovely big section too. You've got a 3-bed, 2-bath with the modern upgrades. The kitchen there with those granite bench tops. The tiled bathrooms, the timber flooring. It's warm and inviting interior throughout. You've got that wonderful kitchen dining, sort of spacious separate lounge flowing through there to the garden. The backyard of the Century, I'd suggest as well. Great space there. All of that close to Chartwell. Flagstaff amenities, the cafes, the transport main routes. And you'll be pleased to know too, family buyers zoned for Hukanui School as well. Folks, you've seen how it's been done with the earlier lots. Put your hand up. That's very specific. Good luck with yours. At 627,500, we're on the journey, folks. Who joins me at what, say 640, I would have thought. At 627 and a half. What's going on there? $627,500. Who plays 2 for number 14, Clements Krez? Now, we've had good interest in the property. 630, a little bit lighter than I was hoping for. Sir, would you call it 640 for us? At 640 surely now. At 635, meet me halfway, Haverty. What's your number? I like you better. You're my favourite at this stage at 650. What's the retort, sir? Do we go straight to 60? At 650 on the phone, haven't forgotten about you. It's at 57,500. It's going to be one of those afternoons at 657,500. What's the retort at the back there, John? Sir in the front here, 75. Like it, good number. 82 to half. 82,500 now. Happy to have it. 82,500 in front. Yours would be 90 if I'm following the pattern there, John. At 82 and a half here. 90, got it now. 97 and a half. Thank you very much. 705 surely. At 705 do we like? At $697,500. First the chance. Haven't forgotten about you at the front here. Chip in for a sneaky 700 if you like. 710, like it. Welcome. How many? Good. All right. How many? 22,500. I thought you would. 7:30 seems the natural place to land next. Who goes there first? On the nod. Got you there, Glenn. Licensed associate, 7:30. Back of the room. 37.5 surely. Thank you. Should have asked for more. 37,500. 45 we go again. 745 the bid now. 745. Back row has it. 50. Well, he's changed the pattern at 750,000. We're moving in the right direction. It's 750. Take confidence from lots of competition. You can't all be wrong at 750. 60, I like it. 65. That was a good play for 10 at the back. Try that again. 75 do we go. At 665. Sorry, 765 the money. 770 then. I like my number better. Didn't own it for long there at 775 we've got. 775. Front row. Sir, have I seen your best? Join me for 80 if you'd like. 80. Thank you. Got it here. And what's your number? 85 now. Moving in 5 seems to work well. Happy with that. 785 the front. We go 90, Glenn. 90 the nod. Got it there. Left the door open at 8. What are you going to tell me? 895. 795. Happy to be there at 795. 9. What? 99. Briscoe special. 800. Left the gate open. Easy passage through it at 800,000. Of course at 810 from here. At 800,000. First call. Good competition. Just got the one in Queenwood. One more. One more round of 5 or one more thousand. My idea better. Happy to have you at 801. 802 now, you've started something. 801 at the back, 802 in front. Haven't forgotten about you at the rear. 803 now. 4. I don't need to be here, you guys just carry on. 804, it's good. 804,000. Sir at the rear, have I seen your best? Good lunch for the keys at 10 maybe. Thank you. 806 the number. 806,000. That's the retort. Front row has the bids at 806. Sir at 807 maybe. 807 here. Got it? 808. I reckon he's got more in him. Give him another nudge. Easy to say. It's not my money. 808. 808 at front row. I've seen your best, Glenn. 11. Good strategic play. I like it. 12 now. 812. Try that again. Take 3 from you and 1 from you all day long. At 812,000. Always harder on the phones. Give you plenty of time. 30 join the party again. Call it 813 maybe. At 812 the bid. Front row. To dig a bit deeper, below my instructions to sell at 812. Come and have a chat to the highest bidder in the absence of further. First the chance now, 812,000. Second call at 812. Just put him on speakerphone, Jordan. We'll all join in the front. Third final call at 812,000 here. Holding the highest bids. Glenn. Send your best. John, you're out there at the stage. Always welcome to join back in if we bring it back in, of course, if it's not withdrawn and sold outside the rooms. Highest bid here at 812. We'll take instructions back soon, folks.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue in the program. Tongariro still negotiating that one, as we are, Clements, by the look of it. Rightio. Well, we're going out to Taupiri. We have got our rock star and expert from our Ngaruawahia office, Meg Daly. Now, she has teamed up with the talisman, Mike Neal, from the NAI Harcourt's commercial team. So what a combination, what a duo. And it's a sensible thing to do. And you won't be surprised we've engaged a commercial expert. Of course, the NAI commercial team are leading the country in terms of commercial sales from the Harcourt's team. It's unsurprisingly zoned commercial as well as residential, so you get the best of both worlds here because you're sandwiched in between the Hop and Stop and Cafe, if you've been there in Taupiri. Yes, you would have, Reese, of course. And also, you're right there by the Taupiri Dairy. You look up to the Taupiri Mountain, which is absolutely beautiful, and you're not far from the mighty Waikato. So the team have combined for the past 3.5 weeks. They've made it easy for you to come and compete and try for this grand old lady. And yes, there is a house, I believe, 1910. So going back a little bit, but of course it's the land on which it sits, I think, and that lovely big workshop shed, which is just about 100 square metres, I think, 96 square metres, that you might be most interested in. It is a freehold estate with that dual zoning, as I say, 1,348 square metres. It's a glorious size, and I think it's around about 3/8 of an acre if we look into the old terms. In terms, it is a historic title, Lot 8, on Deeds Plan C76, which I don't get to see many of those, Mike, in the residential scene. Certificate of Title, Volume 1782, Folio 13, South Auckland Land Registry. Settlement date, we decided, Meg, was going to be open to differences too. That's great. 14th of January seems very reasonable to you. I think even the solicitors, or one or two of them, might be back and at work at that stage. Well, the braver among you may look to breathe life back into this grand old lady, as Meg has said, and it's just fantastic high stud, all those glorious native timbers and beautiful feel that you'd expect. But I think, in terms of the shed at the back, like I say, 96 squares, there used to be a plumbing and engineering business that ran there for around about 60 years, I believe, and that may be of interest to you, or maybe you're just going to clear the decks and start again, like with the dual zoning that we talk about. Taupiri is just a brilliant area. It's a booming community too, and I know Harcourts are doing lots and lots of business in terms of newer housing sections and things, so it's really upside. It really is up to you. So who's hopping and stopping into number 4 Te Putu Street in Taupiri? Be affordable opportunity for you too. 400,000, good on you, sir. Welcome in. We can get you in at 400. You see it's reasonable. Well, I would say 450 from here. Would that be a fair and reasonable ask? Because in terms of an increment at 400,000, my good gentleman just going in front there at 4. First chance at the figure. Second call there at 400,000. Surely competition at this level. Nearly 1,350 square metres. Third and final call. Sir, I'll place a vendor bid at 425. I think that's fair and reasonable, just to say, come on, we've got to do better than that. We're way away from the selling instructions. You might say 450, you might be a gentleman and say 500 for me. But at 425 on behalf of the owners there at 4 Te Putu. 30, 430, well, yes, more than I had, but not quite what I asked for. So, look, I'll work with you, sir. You appear to be my only man at the stage. 430. 430, I know other auctioneers around this town wouldn't have taken that, but hey, we're friendly auctioneers at Harcourts Hamilton, so we'll work with that. I'm not sure about Campbell even, but at 430,000, first chance, second call, third call. Look, sir, I could vendor bid add in for night. I'm not going to do that to you. You appear to be my only bidder at this early stage. Do you want to adjourn and have a chat? We'll see if we can sell you the property. Sounds good. Okay, well, we're pausing there on a live bid at 430. Not for sale at that figure, but we're going to see if we can get this good bidder into this opportunity. Thanks.
patience. Obviously big decisions to make for the buyers and the sellers. We want to give them plenty of time to be able to do that. Just going to take you back to 14 Clements Crest. We left the front of the room a few moments ago now on that property. We've got an increase in the bidding, Mr. Vandy, at 825. And my instructions are, Tony, where have you got to? We are on the market selling in the absence of further at 26 the bid now. What's the retort at 26? Do we just go straight to 30? At 826, highest bid buyers. Playing for keeps today. Telephone bid here at the front at 826. 30 the call now. What's the retort? 30, 3,500. Here we go. We've done this dance before. Who's going to win today? At 830,000 the half. We go 35. At 830, $500. First chance. Both on the phones will give you plenty of time. 32 and a half. At 832 the half now. Keys are changing hands. Just before Christmas, 18th of December if I'm not mistaken. 33 and a half. 833 and a half now. First the chance. 835, good strategic play there. Didn't last long. 835 half. 835 and a half. 850 has got a nice ring to it. At 835, 500. First chance selling. Fair chance for all. Anybody can join in. Don't let these two have all the fun. It's 835, 500. Second chance now. Selling it away. Victor in front at this stage at 835, 5. 836. The nod there and a half. Try that again. Don't lose it for 500 more at 836 the half. 40 would be a good play, I would have thought. At 836, 500 in front. Line up your next move in front here. I think you might need another at 836, 500. Great part of the city. 36 the half and 37 now. No, 37 and a half. What are we doing there? At 837. At 837 now, front row. At 837, do we go for a single? Call it 38. We'll push through that barrier if you like. At 837, away from the back. In front. At 837. Now, 39, 38 a half, 838, 500. Give me a couple there, John. Move beyond the 40. How it's done at 838, 500. Leading in front here, north and south is much better at 838 and a half. Happy to let it go. Good spirited participation. Have we seen market value here at $838,500? First the chance now selling. Second call and selling away here. Third final, done silent. It goes, it goes. Sure now? Sure now? It's gone silent. Congratulations.
21A Maitland Street. It is in Frankton, so let's be frank, this is going to be good buying. It is, Reece, and you saw what I did there too. You've seen Tony's advertisement. There's been no prior offers, so the waiting is over for you here at 21A Maitland Street, this freehold estate. Cross lease and freehold, I should add. A lengthy legal description that is absolutely accurate. The 5th of February is the settlement date that we've got down here. You buy 21A Maitland, you can enjoy Waitangi Day the day after. The rest of the contract, well, it is as read and as Team Tony Kirapa has distributed to you. 3-bedroom, fully fenced. It's in a cul-de-sac. And where the living is good here in Frankton, I would say, and as the locals say, it's a place where you live, work and learn. Everything is handy as long as those regards go. You've got decent space within, a fantastic garden shed staying with it as well. You etch your touch on it and reap the rewards. We are always true to our word here. We at Harcourts really are always true to our word. I'm opening the bidding at $200,000 on behalf of the owner. There's your opening bid. There's your foothold to begin your ascent. $200,000 is a vendor bid. I'll leave it up to the increment, but make it a decent one. First chance at 2. Second call at 2 is on a vendor bid. Third and final call, 220, I'm going to say for you, Rachel. Good on you at 220. That's the biggest bid you've ever made in these rooms. At $220,000, we've got a real live bid over here. A good property person knows value at 220. Happy to count in 20s from here. First chance, but you can be stronger. Don't let me limit you. First chance. 240, welcome in. Good luck to you. 240,000, some real competition. Good to see it. 240,000. I don't think we see much trend around the traps for 240,000. First chance at that figure. Have we identified the winner already? Second call. Third and final call. 50. See, I knew she would cut me in half at her earliest convenience. 250, 60, we had it there at 260,000. At 260, we're going to stay in the 10, so you can say 70 if you like. At 260,000, first chance in Maitland. Second call. Third and final call. At 260, 70 if you like. Gargan, this is about the time you come in at 260. I've done my 3 calls. I'll vendor bid to 70 myself. I'll do on behalf of the owner at 270,000. Do I hear 80? On a vendor bid, and again we go, you've gone quiet, you've gone flaccid at 270. On the vendor bid, do I hear 280 or better? First chance, say 300 would be a sensible move. 10s at the moment, sir, respectfully. At 270 on that vendor bid, second call, third call. At 270, putting words in my mouth, sir. Final chance, is there 80 or better? 280, there we go, Lisa Sigley. 280,000. 90, good man, at 290, seizing the initiative, going back in front. Initiative's what it's all about. 300, back at 3, at 310. 310, determine an ownership. At $310,000, you reap the reward. In Frankton at 310, 320. 320, I've got that, Lisa. At 320,000, I see phones to the ears. 30. 330, but you're right here in person, sir, at 330,000, bidding well at 340, and no surprises at 340,000. Any action over this side of the room at 340, and I look to the rear. First chance, second call, cul-de-sac, 350. Back he goes at 350. 350. 360. The protractor bid, as we call it, $360,000. Tick it up by 10 if you like. 360, first chance at the number. Second call. Third and final call. 360,000. Rachel, it's a very, very, almost offensive question to ask an auctioneer. I would never keep it a secret from you. At 360,000, 70's the bid. At 370 now. 380, doing it effortlessly in the rear. At 380,000. At 380. We'd never answer that question to someone who wasn't leading the bidding either. At $380,000. First chance, 90, sir. You're back in front. In the lead at 390. 4 through the door, surely. 3 better. 390. I should have done a side agreement. I'm in the market for a garden shed myself, and I like the look of that one. At $3.90, all part of the package. And your team should be bidding at these levels, surely, without permission. $3.90. $3.90 first chance. Coming second call. Third and final call. 4's the number we're after. At $3.90. $3.95, ignoring my instructions for 10s, but that's all right. I'll work with that at $3.95, and I'll offer you the same courtesy, sir. At $3.95, first call at the number. Keeping your eye on Tony Kiripa, it's the right thing to do. At $3.95, psychology, sir, strategy. This is where you put that in the tucker and save for me at $3.90. You can have that privilege, that pleasure if you like. $3.95 just at the stage. Get ready and say it. $3.95, just think of the increment. $3.95, psychology, strategy, be first there. $3.95, only trying to help. At $3.95, Lisa Sigley's bidder leading at this stage at $3.95. I guess I'll take it. She's got timing at least. $3.96. Never an easy day with that good bidder in the rooms. At $3.96. Is it an easy do-up for you? I think it would be an easy one for you at $3.96. Take encouragement from that. She only bids where she sees bidding $400,000 at 4. TKE, I reckon, at 400. 400's the bid. So you can stitch a dollar at this level, surely. At 4. 400, you've got the skills, the aptitude, the wherewithal, the energy to do this. At 400, holding the bid at the rear of the room. All right, I can hear a lot of whispering, but not a lot of bidding. At 400, first chance at that number. Try one. 400. Okay. 3-bedroom home's not too bad. I thought they'd be bidding at this level, surely. 400. Right, the count starts. First chance. I'll lift my mallet up where you can see it. Twice. It's all about the hammer with Maitland Street. If you haven't heard the words on the market, it's not on the market. Third call at 4. At 4. Even. Whose bidding strategy lets them stop on that number? At 400, third call. I'm going to have to pause the auction for the want of a better bid. Yay or nay? Lisa, could you just take a minimum bid of 1,000? If you take 6 steps to your left, I'll come and have a chat to you. Pausing the auction, unless you'd like to say one. What's it? 401. Bids at 401, Lisa. We're back on. You're coming second now, but only by 1,000. At 401, first call. Second call. You've got to be tempted, sir, at this level. Third call. 401. Bidder sitting next to Ramit. 401,000. Waiting for Lisa to come inside would be good. At 401. Would you like to bid on top of 401, Lisa? Well, click quickly is what I would say. 401. Bid respectfully held here. It's a minimum bid of 1,000, pardon me. 401 is the bid that we have. My favoured horse in the race sitting closest to me, I thought would be bidding at another 1,000. I thought I had the read of the body language. 401 bids in behind. Ramit from the office. His bidder holds that. At 401, I need some action. 402. 402. My father was a dentist. He told me about pulling teeth. At 402, 402,000. You're not going to miss it for that, Rachel. You're faking, I think. At 402, first call, second call. It's all about strategy, isn't it? Psychology. At 402, tactics. Third call, 402. Just looking towards the owners. Okay, I will pause this time. I'll pause the auction, a bit of music from Chelsea. Okie dokie, 21A Maitland Street, Frankton. Tony Kerepa and his team have been marketing it. We got the bid to 402. Tony? We are on the market at 402. There we go, rightio. I'm going to sell. Lisa's handed the phone to Natalie at 402. You be quick. I'll take 1,000 from you if you wish, but otherwise I sell away. Once, twice. 402, I'll take 1,000 from you, but nothing less. At 402, first chance. I'll take a half. 402, 500. I've taken a bit of 500,000. And we're on the market and selling, Lisa, so it's your buyer that is coming second now. Yes. First chance, second call, Heart of Frankton, just off Killarney. Cul-de-sac, upside till Christmas, surely. Oh, double standards, good on you, 403, 403. She thought you meant 500,000, 403, that is priceless. 403, new chip leader, back we go. We're on the market, we play for keeps. In Maitland Street. First chance, second, third. Here we go, I'm selling. A half again, 403 the half. Thought you had it. I thought you had it. 404, HTTP, we're sell away. First, second, third and final call at 21A Maitland Street at 404,000. Minimum bid of a half. I've got no qualms in doing that at all. At 404, I sell this time. 404, 500. You said 410 might be clever, but only a suggestion. 404 500. Lisa, once, second, third, and I sell. 404, the half. 21A Maitland Street in Frankton is going 405, 405, good work, 405, countdown commences once, twice, third and final, looking your way, it's going to be selling, I go now, it goes, Lisa, quick chance, I'm selling now, out she goes, congratulations, sold. That was a good performance. That was a good performance. I admire that. Cool as a cucumber. Well done, Tony. Another successful auction for you. Thanks for your bidding, Rachel. Don't be too cross. Any updates? We've got some negotiations in play. Te Putu, Tongariro. We are going to go to Chartwell again, and we have a Chartwell office man who's at 22 Wake Street in Charmer. The agent said it's the family charmer here at 22 Wake Street. It's an accurate description by Lee Watkins. And I think you're a little bit of a charmer as well, Lee, I have to say, from what I have seen here. Our vendor has been amazing to work with. And Jan, you've battled through. It was a lovely morning tea you made. You've had a long association with the home. You've got it looking absolutely brilliant. And we wish you the very, very best for your next move. Your estate that you hold is freehold in each and every way. Lot 215. Congratulations, by the way. Deposit plan 1600 in the South Auckland Land Registry. You can be in by Christmas, 16th of December. I think that's very advantageous to you. The in-ground spa pool is as is, where is. It needs a little bit of attention, but it's a fantastic feature at the rear of the home. With a home that just absolutely gives so much, man, it's got some content, as we say in the business. As you approach it and breathe it all in, just makes you go, I'm coming home, what a place it is. Beautiful on the site, and a gorgeous setting. It's been so well cared for. Just a little bit of respect would be nice as I just introduce the next property. So well cared for, gorgeous living in the home, absolutely lovely place to entertain. We sat at the table, we had a lovely morning tea, doors open, fantastic. But there's so much more to it. Master suite's got its own spot upstairs, the own balcony to preside over your domain. The area at the rear's got versatility as well. Is it extended family or anything more? It's absolutely perfect. Family and guest accommodation is all accounted for. You're so close. A hop, step and a jump up to the Chartwell Shopping Centre. It's a great street, Wake Street. All the lawns are mowed. It's a great spot to be. Of course, the schooling. Hukanui School Zone is very, very popular, and just an excellent opportunity for you to get in. If the length of tenure, the quality of tenure that's just passed is anything to go by, you'll have a lovely, happy stay. Okay, excuse me, at 22 Wake Street, that shut you up a little bit. Let's get into the bidding. Looking for a bit of 800, I'd say, would be a fair place to start. Welcome in, sir, and good luck to you. There's Vishal from the team. They're bidding on a Form 2, so good on you at $400,000. If you're going to compete, do so now. 800,000, what did I say? It's been ingrained into my mind. 400 times 2, I was going to say. At 800,000 is the bid we've got with our sole bidder down the middle. At 8, is there 820 or better? First chance, second call. There'll be no vendor bids in this auction, I can assure you. Third call at 800,000. A bid of 10. Quickly, search the room. Michelle, your bid stands not at a level we can sell. We'll offer you the opportunity in private. I'm pausing the auction at Wake Street. Trent, you might be able to go and help our Vishal and see if you can sell on the home. Jan, you can probably stay put for a little moment and then we'll find you some space. Is there any updates for me? Thank you very much. Yes. Yes, okay. I'll just check with Lisa. If we went back to Tongariro, would you have an update for us? Excellent. There's Lydia saying, so it's 680,000, 16 Tongariro Street. So it is the 5 bedrooms that we have on offer. So 680 has been increased. 727, I'm going to look to our owners. At 727, we're going to say that we would sell. We're on the market and selling. Well, the family's come to see this good moment. Sarah and Brendan, beautiful family that you've got. It's $727,000, 16 Tongariro Street is going. It's going into a beautiful family is moving in. Congratulations. The flowers are there. It's yours. Going and sold. Well done, Lisa. It's a lovely moment. It's a brilliant job when we get situations like that. Thank you very much to the Bruces for the opportunity to sell for you. Excellent. And Lydia, well done to your buyers. That's absolutely fantastic. Good as gold.
Right, folks, next on the order of sale is 15 Anglesey Street. Tony Tang and his team from the Central City office have been marketing this wonderful property. All good to go there, Tony? All right, it's a freehold title that we offer you folks. The land holding there, some 1,671 square metres of it. Lot 4, depositor plan S1225. Record of title is 25C. Folio 1357. The property is currently tenanted. The tenants there paying $650 a week. Good bond there as well. That's on a periodic tenancy, gives you lots of flexibility, and the property has been settled just prior to Christmas, the 19th of December. Wonderful opportunity there in the Central City, folks, to land bank or indeed to develop. You've got that exceptional 1,671 square metre freehold section. It's located in an intensification zone, so you've got huge future potential. You would have checked out the plan change 12, the opportunity for both multi-dwellings and multi-storied as well in that spot with that zoning. The location there, easy at the end of the cul-de-sac. You're only steps to the supermarkets, to the CBD, the major amenities, hospo retail, all of the good stuff that comes in that central locale. You're in zone as well for both Hamilton boys and girls high schools. Walking distance to Wintec. As we said, currently tenanted, $650 a week. And those tenants, they are lovely, they are happy to stay, giving you that immediate holding income while you make your future plans. Not often they come along like this, Tony. It's been a good campaign for you. And good luck to you buyers. Your chance, start it away. Opening bidder offer. Where do we see value for 15 Anglesey Streets? In your hands. Pick it away where? Opening bidder offer now. It's always the best way to quiet an auction room, isn't it? Just ask for an opening bid. And the hush descends. Do you see value? Pull it out. You've done the work. You've got yourselves into an unconditional position. At 800,000, good luck with yours at 800,000. We're on the journey, folks. Who joins me for what, 850, I would have thought? Good solid increment on top of the 8 at 850 surely now. Our starting bid here at 800, then first chance I seek 850. Second call now at 800,000. Third chance at 800. Folks, at 800, I'm happy to advance it on behalf of the vendor. That's a vendor bid now at 850. Let you join me again, put you back in front at 900 surely. 900's got a nice ring to it. At 850 with the vendor. You're just saying we thank you for your bid, but we're happy to hang on to it at 850,000. At 900, we might come and have a chat. Anybody can join in. I look for 9. First chance at 850,000. Second call now at 850. Third opportunity, the vendor is holding the bid at $850,000. What's the advance? 900 and what? We all done? Just happy with the one bid there this afternoon, folks. Thank you for it. I'm going to make it easy for you. I'm going to advance at 900, vendor bid now. At 900,000 with the vendor, we need to be north of that, Tony. I'll take the 25 increment, call it 925. 900,000. Take the 25 on top. We'll have a few chats. We'll get to know each other well. At 925 if you like. 900 the vendor bid. First call. Passing it by in the absence of further bidding. Second chance, the vendor bid. It's the kind of property, sir, that a lot of people want conditions on. If you're in an unconditional position, absolutely the advantage. Don't put yourself into competition. Call it 925. We'll come and chat. We all done? All silent? I'll take 5. It's because I like it. I'm looking forward to those conversations. $905,000. You're in front. It's a good spot. 905. Who joins us for 25? 905 leading bid. My starter holds the highest bid at this stage. 905,000. First chance. Second call. I look for 25. Third final chance at 905,000. Sir, it does look like it's just you and I. We'll hold you the bid there. You've got the highest bid at 905. We'll come and have a chat. See if we can help you buy a wonderful Central City property. Back in a few moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring your attention back to Taupiri. Meg Daly and Mike Neal have been marketing this home. It's got the dual zoning, both commercial and residential. The house has some charm, but perhaps not the main feature. There's a 96 square metre workshop, the rear of the property. It's 1,348 square metres too. It's tucked in between the Hop and Stop and Cafe and the Taupiri Dairy. And look, we've been working with our highest bidder, and we've made quite a bit of progress on that, but not enough to sell the property here and now. So unless there's someone bidding in excess of the $500,000 mark, I'm going to put a price on it and invite all parties to be in there. So is there anyone who saw value there at that figure just before I do so? So no, we pass in. I've got an on the market price for the property. I think it's very reasonable at $560,000, and we're on the market. Chelsea, thanks if you could load that against it. So Fort Te Putu Street, you lose the exclusivity of opportunity at auction, but now if you're conditional or otherwise, you can talk to Meg Daly from our Ngarawahia office or Mike Neal, NAI, Harcourt's Commercial and Monarch down in Victoria Street there. So priced at $560, I think you'll find a bit of value in that. So talk to those people just as soon as you can. Thank you, John. Okay, well, Gareth Puri and Vishal Garba, they've been patient, and they're bringing forward a property in Norton at 81 Grandview Road. And again, we'd just like to say thanks to our vendor for the opportunity. Gareth says, do me up. I think he's quite right about that. I think you should be enticed by the structure of the home, how solidly built it is, but also on the section with that 748 squares being across the 3 bedrooms with the double garage as well in this good locality. So let's just look at how the property is described legally. Freehold estate, that's the tenure you're after, 748 squares more or less. Now that legal description, I'm not going to go through it, but it is exact. And 45 days after the unconditional sale, I think we're dealing with the holiday situation in that regard. So that's going to take us through to a month and a half, which being that it is the 4th of December, I would say is going to be around that 19th, 20th of January when you can settle on the property. It's really ripe and ready for the taking, isn't it? And I know, well, I knew that Gareth said this will have appeal to many people. It'll come up with your set of skills that you have and all the wherewithal and aptitude, the energy that you've got for it. Solid 3-bedder plus the double garage. I suppose beams I thought might come up quite nicely as well with the high-pitched ceilings, but it's all amplified by the quality of the location, really. So I'll just call for an opening bid. 450. James, good to see you in the bidding at 450,000. Away we go. Was there a bid in advance of that I missed? At 450,000. 450 is the bid I've got. Are we going to go straight to 500? I think that's probably the place to be. But at 450, we're underway. First call at that figure. Second call, I'll work with a quarter if you like. Third call, 475. You took the words right out of my mouth, James. Nicely done. 475. Meatloaf for supper tonight. At 475, do I hear 500 anyway? Yes, welcome back, ma'am. Good to see you. At 500,000 as we chalk it up. Then there's a... Would you put two of those together and be a dece? I'm asking for a bid of 10. At 500, I'll stay with my bidder that I had in the first place. At 500 now, 10 or better for me. First chance, second call. At 5... Sorry? 10 or nothing, thanks. At 500,000, third call. At 500,000 only. Who's going to take that bid off me? 510. There we go, Bishop. 510. One of the team from Rototuna bidding for a buyer at 510. If you would like to bid me 10, I'll work with you. 520. Gareth's bidding's getting going now at 520. A few in the race now. Take encouragement. Take a surety of value at 520,000 now. First chance, Ramit. I'm looking for your buyer to say 30 for me. At 520,000, we're looking for 10 just at the moment. Would that be all right, Gibble? Go, Vishal. 520,000. Bids with Gareth. First call. You can say 30 if you like, Ramit. At 520,000. On the 530. Good man. I appreciate the flexibility at 530,000. There's upside here in this one. 540. See, he's a good bit of that, Gareth Puri. He's been featuring in our auction room for the past 6 weeks on the trot. How do you like that? At 540,000. First chance. I'm pretty keen on 10, at least at this stage. At 540. Second chance and third. You can take the bid if you want because you know the next one will cost you more. At 540 only. 50. Good on you. Good work, Vishal. At 550,000. A bit quiet down the middle here, I just have to say. At 550,000. Everywhere I look at that Instagram, I see you, man. At 550,000. First call. 560. See, I love a good assertive bid, and that's what you get from Gareth at 560,000. If you say it, that was at 570. Touche. Teammates doing well at $570,000. David Forster there, he fosters a good team culture at Rototuna at $570,000. First call now. We're in Norton along the Grandview Road. Number 81. Reese's Suits due back. The rental store, 570,000. First call now. Gareth's coming second. Second call. Third and final call. 35. We were really going tens, but I tell you what, Gareth, seeing you're the main listing agent, I'll take your 5 at 575. 575. It's okay. 575. First chance there. Second call. Oh, don't take liberties now, Vishal. I'll take your 78. I'll take your 3. 578,000 on the 748 squares. Remember that. We just say more or less. More or less giving it away at these levels. At 578, first call. Second call, third call. Imagine after a little bit of a polish, a little bit of a shine, it's going to come up pretty good. 578. You can leap back in. I'll take your 5 now if you like. James, 578. Surprisingly quiet today, sir. 578. First, second, thirds. Vishal, your bit of leads can't sell at that level. We'll come and offer you the opportunity. 578. Trent's right there in position to work with Vishal. We'll just pause the auction there at 578. I'd like to continue on with Cambridge Road and see if we've got any updates both on Wake and Anglesea. Natalie Reeve. Thanks, Chelsea. Just introducing Chelsea Cox in behind here. She's our auction coordinator. She runs our technology on auction day. On a 15 auction week, she's a pretty busy girl. She does a great job, and we appreciate her a lot. You'll appreciate this offering at 289A Cambridge Road in Hillcrest. A sprightfully delightful home. It's in the Hillcrest High School zone, the Barclay Intermediate, of course, which is very, very desirable as well. Nestled down the drive, and just a glorious aspect for sunshine. Natalie Reeve, I call you auction royalty. It's great to have you in the room. A true quality exponent. When Natalie's been so complimentary about her vendors, how they've presented the home, how they've maintained it, you certainly should take notice, and I know it should be true. To the Bigby's, we say thank you very much. And Mrs. Bigby, of course, enjoyed such a happy long stay here. It is meticulous in its presentation on the freehold estate, comprising 464 squares, legally described in an accurate fashion. We can have you one on the 16th of January. There's even some flexibility in that regard, Natalie, too, which I think is absolutely outstanding. We have found the electric garage door open for you. We sell the chattels as is, and you know that's because it is an estate sale, so you would expect that, and you know that in pretty handy condition as well. Look at the interior of the home. I love the exterior of it because it does have that youthful look about it. But such a well-balanced, well-proportioned, pleasant and lovely home with the full open plan setup, absolutely greeted by sunshine right throughout the day. I say well-balanced between the indoors and the outdoors. Patio and garden is absolutely delightful. Like I say, northwest is the aspect that you want. 3 bedrooms, the Jack and Jill bathroom set up, double garaging as well. You really can't fault the property. Having the school zones is excellent and so handily located to everywhere that you need to be. Excuse me. Okay, 2898 Cambridge Road. Have we got an opening bidder and opening offer? We've got very reasonable sellers. Is there a bid that you might compete with? I don't actually mind where we start with if it's fair and reasonable. They tell me there's a plethora of people wanting it to pass in so they can negotiate out of the auction room, but of course the savvy bidder would be here to put forward, I don't know, even if it touched a 7 or something like that, Natalie. I mean, I'd take a bid in the high 6s, but I think even a novice property person would be saying 700 for me. Serious stuff, Lauren. 700,000 or better. Natalie, I'm not going to be treating it with anything but respect. 700, I'm not getting a bid at that level, so we go to that third stage. There's absolutely no problems. They can deal with you, Natalie. I think that's what they'd prefer rather than me. So, and on the market price for us? I just think that represents outstanding value. So it's 740,000, 289A Cambridge Road, and all the good school zones. So well presented and well looked after. That is great buying. 740,000. Natalie Reeve from the Hillcrest office is your person. Thank you, Johnny V. Okay, I'll wait for Campbell just to come back and climb into Enderley Ave because that's Sean Cosgrave's auction. And then we'll just get into the next part of the program, and Chelsea will put a little bit of music on for us.
folks. There's some good spirited negotiations going on. We'll return to the front once we've got an update on each of the ones that you can see held there or marked as in negotiation on the screens. In the meantime, to keep the afternoon rolling forward, we'll get on with the order. Number 40, Endley Ave, is next up this afternoon. Marketed, of course, by Sean Cosgrave, the office from Glenview branch. 40 Endley Ave is a freehold titles, 468 square metres of land. It's lot 1, deposit plan S890099. Its record of title 70B, folio 190. No tenancies in place, it's vacant possession. The vendors are flexible as to the settlement date. Just a reminder that the camera included in the chattels there, that is not hooked up or operational. Folks, at Endley Ave, we offer you a charming 4-bedroom, inviting family home on that established site with the lovely garden there as well. It delivers an abundance of space for family living and for entertaining. Positioned, of course, close to the shops, to the schools, the transport. The home offers what is, I suggest, a superb lifestyle location. It is right in zone for both Hamilton boys and Hamilton girls' high schools. Very sought after schools they are. It's a classic looker in magnificent condition, and our owners have always kept it updated over the years. Superb lifestyle location, as we said, good zoning, and are very quick into town of a morning for you too. Folks, my instructions, they are clear. You start me away, I take an opening bidder offer from the floor. What will it be? Where do you see value for 40 Endley? In your hands, opening bidder offer. Call it out. Again, if you've done the homework, you've got yourselves ahead of those conditional parties in the room with unconditional interest. Here's your chance to express it. In the absence of bidding, we pass it in, we put you into competition, often blind multi-offer competition with all those conditional parties. First chance buyers, otherwise passing it by. Second opportunity for your opening bids. Third and final. Opening bids. Well, Sean, to the delight of those people who are maybe waiting, either in the room or online, property is passed back to you. We have at 739,000, seems great condition and content to me. I would agree, 739, and you'll be running weekend open homes, I would have thought. Great, all the best of luck with the rest of that campaign at 739 for 40 Endley Ave.
Lee Watkins, I've seen you come back into the room and I've seen your vendors return to their chair. That's normally quite a good sign, Jan. So Trent, you have been helping out. We've had our one bidder. And we paused at 800.
We did.
There was no vendor bids.
No vendor bids. We now are at a level of $840,000.
Okay, it's a good increase, Vishal, at 840,000. So, I mean, Jan's been there for a long time.
But not for much longer.
Really?
Constructions are on the market itself.
Great news to Jan and the family. Excellent news. There's a handshake at the rear of the room at 840,000. I sell number 22, Wake Street in Chartwell's gorgeous home, and is going to go to another lovely family, which is good news at 840,000. Once, twice, and third. It's going, and very happily gone and sold. Well done. That's some superb work. That is very good. Okay, we're moving on. There's some negotiations continuing at Anglesea and Grandview, but allows us to move on to the Hamilton Lake, one of my favourite areas of Hamilton. Sol Taplin and Anna Griffiths have been marketing the home here at number 28 Allison Street, such a secluded locality, tucked away. I get more than excited about a builder's own home, and this builder built it for himself. It is a heck of a lot of real estate, and it's really, really well put together. 28 Allison Street, Hamilton Lake, Hamilton City. It's freehold as well, and across the two levels, 450 squares is the size of the section. No, nothing wrong with the legals, they're absolutely exact. The 19th of December, that's a Friday, that's when you're moving on in, and you'll be ready for the big man to come down the chimney at that time. Everything else is clean as a whistle, and I did see just that final condition there is absolutely perfect. The contract is pristine, it's ready. Folks, 28 Ellison Street, I always get excited when it is a builder's own home because they just have that extra little bit of care, a bit of attention, a little bit more courage and a little bit more vision in the design and the build. And I think when you've experienced the home, you understand why. That top layer, well, we talk about space, we talk about flow aspect, and the outlook, I think, with that little bit of elevation just back across the city is wonderful. Great shot there, doors slid back from the main family room, covered in uncovered outdoors, lovely big spacious deck, not a blade of grass in the home, even though verdant, shade, botanic, beautiful plantings all around that are nicely established, the gathering space, the space to dine, the space to catch up with the family if you're not dining al fresco, lovely big lounge, the primary bedroom is on that suite. Downstairs, well, it's a whole different ball game. I think that subtle separation has a multitude of purposes, the main one being just family harmony being maintained. So having the 5th bedroom and 3 bathrooms in the home, it's got a value up. Outstanding garaging downstairs as well, all internal access. It really is a formidable home. It's in such a great location. You maximise your lifestyle. The summer days, the summer nights will be absolutely perfect at Ellison. Here with a very reasonable seller. Sol Manor have done a great job, city office, and it's available for your competitive bidding. Let's get cracking and get into it. Awesome central location. So you kick us off around the 9 or something like that? What's the opinion of value? In the back row, just a bit of 9 or better, would we think? Oh, you surprised me. First chance, I'm looking for something in the 9. Second call, third call. Bit in behind you, David. Thought there might be one to pop forward. We stay silent. We go to stage 3. Auction complete, but on to the next stage, no problems. And so we're just going to be just into the millions. 1,020,000 on the market. 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom. Heaps of living, great flow to the home, central locality, you can't go wrong. That home is $1 million all day, every day, on the market and available at 1020. Would that be right, Chelsea? Number 81, Gareth Puri. Vishal Garbus had shared the campaign as well. The bid was 578.
The bid is now 585.
Yes.
There's no further bidding. We'll put it up 3 times.
Yep. Oh, is that right? Okay, yes, sure enough. Okay, well, here we go. Grandview Road, Norton. So 590. Okay, well, there we go. So 585 becomes 590. And he's back. 600, is it, Vishal? At 590,000. Let's see if we can get it there. First chance at 590. Second call. Lots of upside here. You need a moment. We'll give you plenty. 748 squares. 590,000. Final chance. There's a lot happening in Norton. What a big suburb. 592. It's okay. 592,000. Grandview Road, Harcourts has been doing heaps of business down here. We're delighting buyers who get the chance to move in. 592, doing well. Bids with you, Vishal. 592. 592. This is your time, Raj. 592. Ready for the call at any time. 592, market forces and all that jazz.
593.
593, considered. We work with 1,000 at this juncture. 593. We leapfrog the ones. We don't hesitate. 593. And away we go. 593. A bit of 7 would be sensible. 593. 1,000 works as well. 594. My message to old mate is 594. 594. At 594, the signs are there. At 594, whilst we're in the auction environment, unconditional bidding is perfect. It's really sensible. At 594, Gaurav, first call there. At 594, keep working for us. Second call. 594, we're working. Don't get complacent, Vishal. You know he's going to go another 1,000. 595, told you. 595. Great news, Raj. Good decision. 595, we sell away at 81 Grandview. First chance, the market has identified value. Here we go at 595. The play of the day, 600. 595 the half. Seizing the initiative at 595, 500. Let's see where it goes from here, Raj. First chance. Second call. Third call at 595, 500. Take a grand view of Grandview. Could be your last view if you're coming second. The bid is imminent, Vishal. These guys work so hard for their clients. You see evidence of it every day. Helping people with their decisions, with their endeavours in the real estate world at 595, 500. Rightio, Gaurav. 596. 596, Vishal, you can't be surprised. 596, the 500s, they're too easy to jump. 596. Harcourt's auction team is working today, man. 596. 96 and a half, it's appreciated at 596 and a half. The handful of hundies, that's what we like. 596, 500. This time.
97.
97. Commendable. The Hong Kong bid, we call it at 97. First chance. 500. 597 and a half. As Christmas just gets that little bit closer, Gareth Puri's brewing up another one. David's saying to his chargers, don't sit on your laurels. There's one coming back at 597 and a half. First call. You're the listing agent, man. I'll work with you. Second call. Third call. 10 seconds is really what we're talking. Third call. 597, 500. Searching down the back of the sofa, 597 and a half. Under the seats of the car. Sock drawer. This time.
598, 500.
Now there we go. He's gone 500, but he's gone 500 again against you, Vishal. You'd be saying, think of the psychology. Let's click over the top digit. 598, 5. 599, that's the bid we've landed at. At 599, impossible to value a proposition to these very hard fought and well earned bids, but at 599 we're selling. Remember that we're on the market at 81 Grandview. Sir, 599, 500. Ease of deposit, another 500 would be welcome. 601. Commendations to you, bit, Vishal. 601, let's see what's happened. First chance now, second call, third and final call. Who gets the spoils? That's the story. It's 601. And I sell, counting it down, 3, 2, 1. 81 Grandview. 601. It goes now. Oh, it goes. What a day for you, Vishal. That one is gone and sold. Congratulations. Well done. So that took a lot of effort, and well done to our vendor, Gareth Puri, another exemplary campaign. Good buddies, shaking hands. That is outstanding. We are going to Rototuna North, and back we go. Robin Garg, great to see your smiling face, as we love to see in the auction room. Rototuna North, it doesn't get better than this. 4-bed, 2-bath, double garage, 683 square metres, freehold land. To be in Chesham Street, to live in this area, well, you'll be grinning like a Chesham cat, I would say, to be in here. Some say Chesham. I think Chesham. What do you think, John? Chesham. But number 13, lucky for some. Robin's the Cool Cat campaign manager. He's run a good show. He's flanked by his team from Rototuna, Leah Harris, Ari Harris, and of course Johnny Dunn forms part of that team. Krista Morgan, let's not forget Krista as well. Our owner's been excellent. Subnesh, will he be watching online? That's good, Robin, because he's got a freehold proposition here, 683 squares, some really funky design, and some extras with this home. 683 square metres, legal description excellent. The settlement date referring to clause 24, which, just to read that back to you, states that, and very interestingly, and has been well documented, that clause 24 says that the settlement will occur on the 7th working day after the date the agreement is made unconditional in all respects, and on which day the purchaser's solicitor is notified in writing by the vendor or vendor solicitor that the code of compliance certificate has been issued, whichever is later. So that's all in chain. David, thanks for your help in getting that sorted, and that'll all be ticked off. Well, we're calling out the new owner, and I know that this is a home that will be calling you. Well specced through the home, and like I say, it's the extras that should have you excited. The vaulted ceilings, designer lighting, imperious bench tops, walk-in pantry, all these little extras that just form to make it outstanding. Feature wall designs, extra spaces. Look at some of the lighting, it really is quite sensational. The dual living space, well, that's going to work well. Lovely big lounge, family room, sunroom extends it even further. The extra accommodation by way of the 4th bedroom, the 2nd bathroom. The internal access garage is good. I did think it was carpeted, Robin, isn't it? So it's great in space. They're a real versatile space. You tuck down the drive, look at the room to park and turn. But so handy to all the good things of Rototuna North. That mall there is really sought after. The schooling, of course, is a big part of it. We'll see if we can get them into the bidding. Have you got any colleagues with the phone to the air, Robin? Because it might just be a little fly through to the next stage. We'd have to be at $1 million at least, and in excess of that for the sensible bidder. I was going to vendor bid at $1 million to welcome a bid at $1,050,000, but I think I'll just increase that to 1.1, Robin. But I'm not going to go any further than that. We're pretty certain values north of that, but at 1.1, I pass in back to you to go straight on to that next stage. Now, you get to welcome the parties that aren't able to be here to bid. If they've got conditions in their offers, that's fine too. As long as it's better than 1.1, they can talk to Robin Garg, Ari Harris, Leah Harris from the Rototuna office, and they'll help you out with Chesham Street, 4-bed, 2-bath, modern home at high specification. Mr. Campbell Scott, you've got the final lot today. Not that we've got some.
is next on the order of sale, 12 Dover Road in St Andrews, again marketed by Tony Tang and his team. They are from the Central City office. Really a success in the auction room, Tony. Good luck with this one. It is a freehold title, 526 square metres. It is described as Lot 1, Deposit Plan 398318. The record of title reference is 392330. No tenancies, it's vacant. Settlement date favoured by the vendor is the 23rd of January. Just a reminder as to the chattels, the central vac system and the spa pool, also the 2 smoke detectors, all of those items on the chattels sold or delivered at settlement in as is, where is condition. Well, folks, 12 Dover, it's a beautiful home, presented nicely, architecturally inspired, multifaceted, in what is of course a blue chip street. 4 bedrooms plus the 2 offices. You've got that open plan kitchen, you've got the dining and living, ideal for family gatherings there. Upstairs master, lots of space there, the walk-in robe, the second bedroom with the study nook. It's an intriguing layout, ladies and gents. It's been successfully Airbnb'd for its current owners, given its content. Superb outdoor entertaining at the property. That upper balcony there has a wonderful outlook. You've got a easy proximity to the shops, just a nice walk down the road there. It's central location, you're close to the library, you're close to Te Rapa, the base. You've got river walks, the golf course, and those cafes all nearby as well. So great content, and indeed a popular part of our city. Good luck, buyers. Opening bid or offer. My instructions are, you tell me how much it's worth and we go from there. Opening bid or offer, where do you see it? Looking for you to start it away now. This is the last on the order of sale. This must be the one you're in the rooms for. Opening bid or offer, where do you see it, folks? Start it away. First opportunity. I look to you for an opening bid. Second chance now. Third and final opportunity. Well, Tony, I know that you've had some conditional interest in the property. We'll delight them to know that the property is now passed in, back in your capable hands. I understand we've got an on-the-market price, a listing price now of $919,000. Is that right? Very good. And I'm imagining you're doing weekend open homes. So, well, somebody is. Easy access through Tony. Give him a call. We'll get you through. $919 is the asking price. Back to Mark shortly once we've got some updates on those that you've got held there, Mark. Just on the Anglesey one. All right, we'll go on. Tony and I will have a conversation. We'll bring that one back. Congratulations, ladies and gents. A long time waiting for some of you online for us to conclude 15 Anglesey Street to wrap up our auction afternoon. After long negotiations, we thought we had got there and reached an agreement with the vendors on price, but we had a little bit of a hiccup. So in the interest of concluding the day and inviting other people to express their interest in that property, it is passed in. We're going to take a vendor bid to $975,000 and pass it in on that vendor bid. It is formally passed in and available for people to express their offers. We would expect to see those by 4 p.m. tomorrow, Friday. We wish you all the very best of luck with the rest of the campaign, Tony. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. That draws to a close our options for this afternoon. We look forward to seeing you back here, either online or in rooms at 2 p.m. next Thursday.